Well, hello everyone. You guys struggling to franchise? You know what? I'm going to take you right through it doing breakfast. And you start out with breakfast, you start out with what? Very simple. You have your bread. Look at the cards real quick. One card, breakfast. Toast is main. Most important meal of the day. So we're going to run this episode here right through from start to finish. And you know how I always play things. This is how you franchise easily. If you have as many or fewer groups than you have tables, you call everybody, no matter what day you're in. So first off, you got to make your bread. Really, that's all you got to do. And then you got to make your toast. And one bread gives you 10 portions, so it's easy peasy. Now, there are going to be some tricks going here, which I'm going to show you guys in a little bit here, how we go through. Look at that nice toasted mark on the bread. Now, the key things with doing a bread run, for me, one of the key things is getting something automated. Getting a portioner, getting, a safety hob, just things like that that makes making toast so much easier. While the oven is great, it's not practical for toast. It's not, because of how much you have to open, shut, and I mean, it's very, very quick, but also it burns very, very quick. Look at that. Day one done already. All right, let's see what we got. Now, this isn't a speed run. This is a how to franchise easily. Get rid of those early plates. This will be my storage room up here. Put our research desk in here as normal. Now, again, it's like, oh, should we try to get a hob right away? No, you don't want to try to get a hob right away. All right, we have 4 groups, 4 tables. Guess what? Call everybody. And the good thing with having 4 groups is even if we have a full restaurant, it's only going to be 8 slices, right? So that's good. Really good. The only thing that takes a bit of time is this. Now, I do have some mods. The only mod that's really doing anything right now is the mod, I think it's called CountUp or something, that shows how much time is left on their timers. And I love that mod. I don't find it's not breaking anything, by the way. And also, so you may have seen that I bought plates right off the bat. And you may say, well, why'd you spend on plates? Well, this is exactly why. Because if you have as many groups as you have tables, you won't have to do dishes ever. Granted, that will change in about 2 seconds because we're going to have more customers after today. Now, breakfast is pretty unique because it has things like beans and it has different things like that. And because it's a breakfast or a main or whatever you want to call it, it's not a dessert. So you're going to get all the cards. All the cards are going to be available. So what you got to do first, in my opinion, always is get your first research desk. Get it down here. And as long as it's within one tile in all directions, you could have 8 locations, it'll still hit, and you can tell because you have the beaker, the science beaker on top. Now, mixers are great. Not that we need it yet. A hob, yes, eventually. A sink, this is a $20 sink or 20-coin sink. This is your main sink. This is 1x speed. Your generic sink is slower, but we're not really doing dishes right now. And as you can see, we're not doing dishes today either because we still only have 4 groups. We're going to call 1, 2. Now, another strategy in a sense is like, oh, you could get your bread going, your dough going to cook already. But again, it takes so long, it doesn't really matter. That is, I think, a discount desk. It's hard to tell because they change the icons seemingly all the time, in my opinion. But I do like the nice grill marks on the bread. But yeah, this series, I did my pizza one already. If you haven't seen that one, make sure you go check it out. It's basically how to franchise the right way for beginners, or maybe if you have a little bit of a writer's block on how to franchise, this is the way I do it. And this is the way, the surefire way, every time you're going to be successful. There you go, and you get your toast going. There we go, perfect. And you don't have to mess with messes because you're only going to these tables literally one time. Because if you only have one dish, you don't have if you just have one food, right? You don't have to take their order first because you know what it's going to be. All right, see what we get. So we have chopped tomato and chopped mushrooms. So that's like almost the worst extra we could have. Customers slow by messes, which really aren't a big deal. So I think what I'm going to do is I don't want to get the extras yet. While our drop is 15%, we're going to be stuck with that because it's mushrooms and tomato. So it's 2 different ones. So we're going to stick with health and safety here. This is, again, we're surefire way here to franchise. Whoop, that is going to be what? discount desk. So we can't afford it. America goes CBD, copy desk, blueprint desk, discount. CBD, copy, blueprint, discount, back to copy. So tomorrow will be a copy desk, which is fine, honestly. What you could do here is you could buy tables. I do like doing this as well, guys. And you basically push your messes back. You're not going to get messes from this table. This one you will. So we'll push this back, turn that off, because messes will spawn one tile in all directions. No matter if there's a wall here, this will go right through it like this. It won't go here, but it'll go corner to corner. This way, this eliminates any messes up here. We'll only get messes down here, which again is not a big deal for us. Alrighty, so day 4, keep on rocking. Now, because we have 5 groups, you don't want to call all of them, but we can call it. We can call them all anyway. I'll show you what happens when you call them all. We're gonna have one group sitting outside, which is gonna be perfectly fine. And one tip here is the longer it takes something to cook, the longer it takes to burn, right? So here's tip number 1: is if you have a group that only has one customer, one table. You have a table that only has one customer. You serve that table first. If you have people waiting outside, that is, like that one. Because it's just one dish. It's only one repetitive, one motion. That's not even repetitive. It's one motion. There we go. And we're flying through this pretty well. Now, if you're keeping track, will we have to do dishes? Yes. Or sorry, no, we won't. Sorry, we had five groups, but 2 of the groups only had one customer, so that was 8. Sorry, thinking no, we didn't have to, because you have 8 plates, but you also have 10 slices. Kind of like the whole hot dogs and hot dog buns, or I call them rolls. You get 8 hot dog rolls, but back in the day, your hot dog packs you get would be 10. Anyway, so we have a copy desk. We're not going to buy the copy desk. We're still sitting pretty good here. I'm going to keep doing tables because this will likely help us out later on. Now, again, with this setup, we don't need to buy other tables now because this mess can only spawn here. This mess can only spawn here. Now, one little trick here for you guys that might not have known this is if you have a chair that's turned on, a mess can't spawn there regardless if someone is sitting there. So you may say, oh, well, why don't you just keep this chair on? Then you won't get a mess here. Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter if we have messes here. It doesn't mean anything to us, right? The issue is messes in here. Because when you play solo, like I do, pretty much 99.9% of the time, I serve diner style. Because then you don't have to deal with walking out into the dining room and having even more messes. All right, 5 groups again. Still rolling along. Same as we had before. I'm going to call everybody. Because today is going to be Deco Day. Which doesn't really matter. Just stating it will be. Come on. But still a good thing is that we still... Yeah, we have a bunch of 2-seaters. A bunch of 1-seaters. And if you look outside there, the timer's counting down. There's no big deal. Now, one thing that I'll mention that I do enjoy is... You see I ring a lot, right? The thing with ringing, or calling on the phone, if you will, the good thing with that is that you ring per table, not per customer. So, if you have individual dining, that's great. I can give this to this guy. It'll take. Individuals dining because you get a ring for every customer you have. With groups, it doesn't work that way, but it's okay. Now I'm using the cuddle map here. Alrighty, so because we're just franchising, exclusive is great early on. Well, I shouldn't say early on. It's good at the end. It's good for longevity. If you start having a lot of groups and you have people waiting outside, your patience inside doesn't go down. So if you have large groups, it can be really, really helpful for that. I think we'll go affordable. Typically, when I just do a regular franchise run, I barely get any decorations, if any, honestly. So, but we do have our BPD, our blueprint desk, which we're gonna put. I spend most of my time up here, so I'm gonna put it up here. Put this one down here. Now I'm gonna put a plant in here. Not that it matters. We're not gonna buy any of these. And maybe we could 30, 40. So minimum it would cost us 100 coins, but I really don't care, honestly. I'm not as big on decorations, at least early on, because I find it not a waste of money, but I'd rather spend it on other things. Now, we have 7 groups, and we're not going to be calling as much today. And the reason why, it's obvious, because we have this. And if you have a blueprint desk, whenever you call, it advances one thing. Now, while that may not be a bad thing, you got to be careful. And what I mean by being careful is you don't want to blow through everything before you can get a chance to see things. Because you can go through it too quickly. But what you can do in the meantime is you just start prepping. So we're going to call a little bit. Early on, it's not as critical. Actually, I'm going to leave that one there. And I'll do this dish instead. Now, of course, if you lock in something right away, well, then you're golden. You know. That almost burned. Which would have been bad news bears. See, I got a couple lined up already, and I kind of messed that up a little bit, but it's okay. Now, once you get to a certain part of the day, probably now, I'm going to call anyway. We didn't see any. I'm going to leave it now. I'm going to leave it now just to see what the last thing is going to be. Because we can get one more ring out of this. I always call it my free ring, which technically is not free. Alright, we're going to get doggy bags, which are junk. So another tip is some of these extra things, placeables, consumables, they may seem like great things. Like, oh, the doggy bags or the leftover bags. Oh, it's as soon as you give them an order, they eat it right away. Well, it's like, okay, I mean, that's good if you have something like leisurely eating, but we don't have leisurely eating. So why make them spend more time here? Like, what's the purpose of that? The name of the game is to get them in and out as quick as possible. All right, let's see what we got. Picky eaters is a pain in the butt. I will never choose picky eaters because it really, because you have to have a bin and you have to throw things out. And it's not guaranteed, but you have more than 0. So we're going to go eggs. Now, we may or may not get a hob. I don't know if we'll get a hob from this because you have the oven. So technically, yeah, you don't need it. So this is a bit of a pain. Put this one up here. It is a pain because we have to crack the egg and then cook it. So, but it did drop our groups. Now we're down to 6. So I think what I want to do is I want to start working on getting a safety hob. I don't really need anything else. Now here's a good thing where it's like, okay, you could re-roll. So the thing with re-rolling is if you re-roll something that needs to be upgraded and you already have something you want to upgrade, it's not great. But because we have a lot of money, we want to get something. We'll try to get something good. Plates, simple tablecloths are great. They actually they're not bad. Honestly, they're not terrible. But we're gonna end up having messes then. We could put one here because the way simple tablecloths work is it takes longer for them to think. Now, granted, affordable would help negate that, but we don't have any affordable things. It doesn't come on with other tables, which is okay in the long run. If you're doing stuff with buffet tables, simple tablecloths are great. But I think for this run, we're going to leave it alone. I almost want to buy that for now because I think we might need it later on. But, you know, let's reroll one more time. No, we'll get lucky. Prep stations aren't terrible either. But because we're not going to, I want to get a hob first. We're just going to ignore this stuff. And I don't want to keep re-rolling because it's a waste, honestly. So, get that in there. And what we can do is we can kind of start working on eggs. You know, here, you know, so I kind of not screwed myself here, but I kind of went back. So if we would have had a hob or we'd have a prep station, then guess what? Then we could. So here you got to be careful when it comes to this now, because you can't just assume they only want toast. Now you can serve it separately. You don't have to serve them together. Just keep that in mind. So this is where a little bit of prep is okay. Might slow you down a little bit. So double eggs. Perfect. And again, calling is great, but you don't have to call. Because I really want to get, at this point I want to get a mixer. A heated mixer would be great. We'd have to upgrade for a heated mixer. But I think also I want to wait to get a... In hindsight, I should have taken that prep station now that I thought about it, because I could make a whole bunch of eggs in the beginning, but it's okay. It's okay. What do you guys want? They both want eggs. Good thing we have eggs. So you can serve it like that, and then you just go and grab your egg and you put it on the plate. Like, it's not a big deal. Didn't want to do that, but that's okay. So having a heated mixer for eggs is great. This is the second time. Oh, I didn't chop the egg. If you put something on a cooker or in a cooker that can't do something without something else happening, if that makes sense, it will never cook. So you don't have to ever worry about that. But let's just do a research now. I think getting the safety hob is still going to be a good choice, which is what we have now. All right, anybody just want plain? Nope, double egg. That's fine. Grab our egg. Can't grab your egg. So some things that are considered toppings, you can't put on the plate first. Some things you can, some things you can't. Now, we haven't been too lucky. We haven't been too lucky yet with the blueprint desk. We haven't really gotten anything that's good. So we kind of sacrificed ringing a lot today for nothing. And that's going to be the last one of the day, so I'm just going to ring on it now. One with one egg, one with an egg, one with no egg. And thankfully, we don't have to make any more toast. And if you look there, you know, your timers, even if you don't use the countdown timer, or whatever it's called, you still can roll through it pretty quickly. All right, there we go. Perfect. So we got our safety hob, which is great. It'll be great for our toast. We're starting to get a little bit more set up for, because all we really need is a portioner now and a grabber, which, again, we're pretty far off of that. But that's okay. We're going to buy this at 100%. We're going to put that right there for the toast, or really for anything. Doesn't matter what we use it for. And then I think what I'll do is I'll put this up here. I'll put the egg here. That way we can have a couple eggs lined up here. Look at all the hobs we got. So I do like the coffee tables. And I think we'll buy a coffee table. We don't really need it, right? We don't really need it. On the desk, I almost want to re-roll because we're just getting kind of bupkis here. I mean, or we could just do try to get another safety hob, which might pay off later on with the eggs. But for now, we're good to go. Because remember, we're just looking to franchise this. This is if you're just looking to franchise something to go to the next tier, the next tier. So we are going to rock and roll. We have 7 groups. Now the thing is that you still want to use the oven. You still want to use the oven to cook the loaf because it takes long. It takes a long time. Or you can't chop on something like that. Alright. Good thing with this is it does take more time. But as you'll see, it doesn't... Oh, blueprint cabinet. I'm going to burn that piece of toast. That's okay. It's a burned piece of toast. It's okay. Because I didn't want to lose that on that blueprint cabinet. That is for sure. Alright, so what we can do is we can actually call a little bit. Give that guy the egg. Why not? They say, oh, you're really screwing yourself. No, I'm not. No, trust me. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes things take a little bit longer than what you expect they would, just because it's just how it works. Because you're leading up to something, you're trying to work on something better. And that's the whole point of this right now, is we're just kind of prepping ourselves for a bit later on. So we can grab these guys. Got one up, no problem. Got the other one, because remember, once we start getting automation going with this, it's going to be great. What do they want? Everybody wants eggs, that's the thing. Everyone wants their eggers, which is fine. Again, another reason why we have the coffee table, right? Slow and steady. I did call people earlier on, which probably wasn't the best choice, but it's okay. Now, the way I'm looking at this here is it might almost make sense to put the eggs here. Right? But it's okay. We're still good. Do some of this while we're at it. Why not? I think I can call the rest because we should only have 2 more groups coming in, or even 1 maybe. Oh, put it on a piece of bread, please. Or put it on a plate, please. And I'm gonna leave this plate here, right? And the reason why, I'll tell you in a second. The reason why you want to, everyone wants eggs. The reason why you want to keep dirty plates on a table is because it gives your coffee tables a chance to work, right? Because your coffee tables, you see that we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Right? We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds to wait. Or not to wait in a sense, but you know what I mean. 3 minutes and 30 seconds before that timer is up. which is great. Do our research here, plenty of time. Now, this might have seemed a little bit slower than before, but we also had, I think, all double groups. So we want double eggs, of course, which is fine. Do that. And we can just do another egg here just to make it a little bit quicker. And again, this isn't a speed run, so it's not about being quick, being fast, nothing to do with it. So here it's like, well, let's take this one away because it's the closest one. But unfortunately, we have to make a whole loaf of bread. This is the first time we actually had to make a loaf of bread, a second loaf, which is kind of interesting. We're going to make 2 eggs because we may need 2 eggs. This should be done pretty soon. Perfect. Let's just check to see if we would have needed that. We did, which is fine. So you may be saying, oh man, you should have bought that prep station. You know what? Hindsight, yeah, I should have, because it would have made the eggs a bit easier. Because you can't also put eggs on top of the plates because they're considered an extra, I believe. All right, there we go. We can wash dishes if we want. Don't really need to, but why not? Now, one tip is as you keep going in this run, dishes lose runs. People lose runs because of dishes. Because it's something that you always forget about. Like, dishes, yeah, dishes. You forget about it. Well, we did get our blueprint cabinet, which is going to be great for us. I don't really need another hob. Because we really need some grabbers. We really need some grabbers. So let's just re-roll. We have a little bit of cash. Maybe we'll get lucky. That's like the worst re-roll you possibly have. We're not getting very lucky at all with drops. There we go, portioner. I'll take the portioner all day. And the reason we'll take the portioner all day is because why? Well, because it's good. And I think what we'll do is we're gonna move the flour. We'll put the flour here because I'm not actually using this table at all right now. Put the flour here. That way we can portion the toast. I don't have to spend time cutting it. And then all we really need going forward, see, this is just junk in here, so I'm just going to put whatever in here. You may be tempted to buy things like this because it's like, oh, well, double your thinking and patience. That's great. That's good if you have a giant group. You do get 2 extra coins per customer, but again, having large groups, this is really good because you'll get significantly more coins. But for what I'm doing, don't need it. And then the hosting stand, this you have to physically go out and do it. So I don't ever use it. I'm just having these just to have something in there for tomorrow because we get another card tomorrow. So because we have 2 blueprint cabinets now, I'm really trying to get a conveyor belt to get a grabber because then we could or a mixer, probably a grabber first, because having auto toast would be nice, or even having, well, we need a lot of things. We need a lot of things, so let's just rock and roll here. Right. Oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm taking it. I don't care. I'm taking it right off the bat. I'm taking it right off the bat. And what that does mean is we can call a couple times. Or you can't cut on a portioner. That's okay. But you can put this up here. This will save some time because we don't actually have to cut the bread every time. Once we get a grabber, eventually, it'll be even better. All right, we want double egg. So you just gotta grab it and you slap it on there. Perfectly good. So these eggs are a big pain in the butt, but the other one was, what was it? Do you remember? It was the leftover doggy bags, which should have caused me even more problems. Trust me, even more problems. And again, you don't have to call. I love calling, but if you have more groups, plus we're getting a lot of double groups right now for some reason. If you have more groups than you have tables, you got to be careful calling because you can end up hurting yourself here. But as I always say, is make use of your coffee table. Make use of it. Plus, everybody wanting eggs isn't helping either. All double groups. It's just a pain in the butt. Right? We got people waiting now. It's okay. They can wait. It's perfectly fine to let them wait because they have 2 minutes to wait. You know what I mean? 2 minutes. If you start getting backed up, well, then you don't want to do that, of course. You always want to be moving, though. ABM, always be moving, doing something. That one's plain. This one with an egg. I am going to wash the dish now. So you want to go to the ones that are kind of waiting for stuff. We need more eggs, of course. We need another egg cooked. Yeah, so that conveyor belt's going to be great. Go, and I can take that one up if I wanted to, but we're okay. I think that's the last one of the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call again. Because these guys are going to be out right now. This guy's going to be coming in right now. I think that's it anyway. Now, you are seeing here, we are going to need another loaf. So you want to, got to make sure we're okay with that. This guy is just a one topper, so we'll get that out first. Because why not? Plenty of time, plenty of time. We got 3 minutes, 2 minutes, lots of time, lots of time. I always like getting the ones out first. Not that it would really matter in this case. Yeah, it kind of wouldn't matter, I guess. We're getting there, though. I'm going to burn that. Oop, didn't burn, thankfully. These guys only want one egg. So here's how having a grabber would be great, because we'll have auto, like, almost auto toast. Which to me is really worth it. Oh, not that. This one. See, again, let them sit there. Let them sit, let them sit, let them sit until you know, where it makes sense where they don't want to sit anymore. Yeah, having a mixer. Heated mixer would be great here. We're getting there. Again, we only have a one top up there, as they say, but it's fine to ignore him for the time being. Now, I love instant ordering, right? But when you're in a run like this, where you're starting to get up in groups and you have a lot more things to do, it's good to not have instant ordering. Like, I like instant ordering when things are very automated, because they sit down and boom, the food's there. You know what I mean? But for this run, you want to have that extra time. You know what I mean? You want to have that extra patience time, because it's basically a free patience bar, really, to 9 groups. Because breakfast goes up quickly. Morning rush, I don't want. I think we'll take beans, because beans are easy. All you do is you fill them. We're gonna have to rearrange our kitchen a little bit. Drop our groups to 7. Great, perfect, perfectly perfect. So we're gonna have the beans, and we're gonna have this here. All right. So we got to move some of these things around. I think what we'll do is we're gonna move our research around, because that doesn't have to be here. The phone doesn't actually have to be here either. The bin we don't need. The beans can sit here, and then the phone. Like, I'm not actually. Well, I will be using this now, because I'm gonna end up putting the beans there. Because the beans you just tap. Ooh, I like the display stand. All right, one of these, this is going to be gone. This we're going to upgrade for sure. Let's ditch this. And I think what I want to start working on now is we could do beans to get a free bean. Not a free bean, but a bean in the freezer bean. Or freeze it to put the eggs in. But I don't think we need to do that. So we'll put this here. Still leave this stuff here, of course. Actually, still leave this here, because I like to be able to have a corner here. I like to be able to corner grab this. But what we could also do is we could put another one here for another pot of beans. I think I'd be very tempted to re-roll again. Very tempted, because maybe we can get lucky to get something else. Because you know what, we're doing very well. Having a dishwasher, I think, would be great. Let's see what we get. Ooh, what is that? Expanded bin. Not terrible. And then we don't need another portioner. I do like this, so I think what we'll do is, because I really want to get grabbers right now, I think we'll forego the sink. Well, actually, we could, you know, let's buy the sink, because it's faster than this sink. This is the starter sink. We can keep it. Don't throw it out, because this sink is the generic sink, which is a 1x speed, and this is your slow sink, which I think is like 0.5 or 0.75 speed, something like that. But this is great, because guess what? Tomorrow, we're gonna have 2 grabbers. Now, they're going to be generic grabbers, but that's fine, because what we'll do is we're going to have one grabber basically pulling this onto here. And then what we might actually do is this is where getting a prep station would be really good, because then we could have the bread being automatically pushed into the prep station. So we're definitely going to be, I mean, corner grabbers are better, of course, because you have a lot, it's a lot easier to do, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. We could get away with it. I think it'd be okay. Anyway, the beans are fine. I actually like having the breakfast beans. It's kind of a nice change, if you will. So we have 7 groups now. Let's keep on rocking. Oh. Now again, you don't have to tap this into the water. So we're gonna cook that like that. This one we're gonna cook. I'm just gonna put it on here. I know it will take a long time to cook here, but that's okay. And I want to get another one here, because we're gonna have at least 2-3 pots of beans. That one's fine. I want to prep the beans, because you only get 4 portions with beans. Put one here, and then let's get a couple eggs going. Yeah, here's where our grabbers are really going to shine. Yeah, having a prep. Oh, blueprint cabinet again. Oosh. That's so tempting right now, but I think we want to try to hold out. We want to try to hold out a little bit here to get something else. Alright, so you see how this works. You can give this guy this one, right? And then you take this and you just tap it. Boom. There you go. Oh, mixer. Yes, 100% mixer. See? Good things come to those who wait. And we need a mixer. We need a mixer. I'm going to leave one plate down there because I'd rather not have to... Look how fast that goes compared to the other ones. Alright, this is this. This is with an egg. Yeah, having a grabber tomorrow is going to be oh so good. And you got to make sure you give them the right one, because if you end up putting beans on the wrong one, they're not going to take it. Great. Alright, oh, just 2 plain Janers. Perfect. I love the plain Janer. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have auto toast going. At least mostly auto toast, which is going to be awesome. And as you go up in the days, is that customers will start coming in quicker. And remember, you can't put beans on first. You got to put everything else on first, and you tap the bean, and then there you go. And you can replenish just by doing that. There you go. Let's get a couple more beans going, or more eggers going, and then we'll clean dishes. So we forgoed the dishwasher stuff, and that's perfectly fine for me, honestly. They want bread going, so yeah, tomorrow we're not going to have to deal with this at all, which is going to be perfect. Alright, let's clean this out. We're still sitting pretty good here. We could probably call a little bit if I wanted to, which I think I will. Yeah, we gotta get another bread going. So again, you don't have to do that. You can just do it like this. You don't actually need to use the sink. While we're doing that, let's get this. We're gonna have 2 grabbers. Now, I'd love to have a copy desk or something, but we don't have that, of course, which is fine. And as I said before, the longer it takes something to cook, the longer it takes to burn. So let's just keep that in mind as well, guys. Alright, we want a full boat, tap that to that, and then gotta get another egg on. Get that going, get a toast going. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do down here. I'm gonna ring because we have 1 call left. Top that up like that, boom, and then you tap the... We're not gonna need the beans, I'm just showing you how you could do it. Perfect. Yep, and the beans, things in pots don't burn. Keep that in mind as well. There we go. Perfect. 2 grabbers tomorrow. Or, well, at the end of today, basically. Perfect. Then we just want some beans. Remember, you can't put the beans on first. You can't do that. Or put the egg on because they're considered extras. But you don't have to portion it. You just tap it. Well, you're portioning, but you're tapping it. Good. I think beans are 100% the right choice here. 100%. 100%. I think we're rolling along. Honestly, we're rolling along pretty good here. Okay. Today's Deco Day again, which we're not going to buy decorations, except the free ones maybe. That I don't like at all. I probably just screwed myself because I don't like that either. This one is terrible. Ugh. Kills my eye. Or we could just have the same everywhere. I think we'll just leave it the same. Maybe put that out here, put this out here, maybe like that. Yeah, keep it dark mode, I guess you'd call it. Okay, so what do we end up locking in? The mixer, which is perfect. So, what I want to do here is we're going to buy this grabber for show. So now the thing is, do we want to upgrade this to try to get a corner grabber? Because it's not guaranteed. I don't think so. Now the problem is this. We have to lay this out slightly differently because we don't have a corner grabber. So this has to sit like this, and this has to sit like this, which means this has to sit like this, which means this has to sit like this. Now, is this a problem? And the answer is no. It's not a problem at all. Of course, we can say, hey, do this. Look at that. It's because all we really got to do is we'll cook our bread, our toast, and then we just take it and we lay it here, auto toast. It only does 1 at a time, but that's okay. This is still more automated than we had before. We're going to get whatever grabber this is tomorrow. It doesn't really matter what it is because all we're going to do, we're going to take it and we're going to put it on our eggs. Now, however, we're going to wait till we get a heated mixer out of here. So there's rapid, there's conveyor, and there's heated. We want a heated mixer to do the eggs. Otherwise, there's no real purpose for it, in my opinion. So on the blueprint desk, again, we could get more. Should we buy we could buy a plant. I don't think patience is our issue here, but I do like, maybe you can buy these now. 30, 30, 30, 30, 60. How many is that? That's 120. We're going to need at least 120 for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, we're good. So I like buying the plant. Stick it right here. Doesn't cover any, does it? Has to be. It only covers 3 tiles. So you can have these 3. Actually, you'd have to do it. Crap, you can't even do it like that. So that kind of stinks because the way we have this laid out. Yeah, that's kind of trash. That's kind of rubbish. Because you can't put that. Yeah, it's interesting because it only goes. I think it tells you it goes 2 tiles. So 2 tiles in all directions. So if you have it here, it goes 1. There's no table here. There's no table here. So that kind of stinks the way this is done, but it's fine. We'll just leave it. It doesn't matter. We'll leave it here. So we could actually buy. You know, let's buy these. Why not? Because we have it here. I'll at least show you what it looks like. Typically, I don't buy this type of stuff because I don't really need it. But let's just do it. We have the money. We have the money, right? Okay. So what that does, if you can read on the screen on the left. Oh, I should turn this chair off. There. Is it says decrease eating and thinking time. Thinking time is fine. Eating time is good. That means they'll get up and leave quicker. Okay, so where are we at here? We're right back to where we were. Grab some of this, go some of this. We're going to get a bean on first. Get another bean, just like we did before. I'm just going to chill out here. Let's check this out. Now we have pretty much auto. I'm going to wait for this to finish up. And you know what? I could even put a bean up here instead of having all of them down here. Get a couple eggs going. This should take no time at all. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, having a heated mixer is going to be the cat's meow. I don't need another portioner. Back in the day, you would need portioners for a lot of things, but not anymore. Tap that, and then tap that. Perfect. Look at that. That's pretty slick, man. Pretty slick. If we can start prepping things like this. Wait for this one to go through. We do need more eggs, unfortunately. Hopefully not too much more. Alright, get that one out. And you can put things in the sink, by the way. Tap that. Tap that. There you go. Gets to be a lot. You know, it does eventually get to be a lot of stuff. But it's okay. Alright, let's see what that guy wants at the top. He wants a plain Jane, which is fine with me. We always have a plain Jane ready to go. See how quick that guy got up and left? That's pretty crazy. Alright, what do these guys want? 1 full boat, 1 plain. So buffet tables are great. Buffet stands, whatever you want to call them. They're great, but if you're just looking, you're just trying to franchise, they're not great. It's a waste of money because they cost 120 coins. Personally, I find them a waste of money early on. Depending, I should preface all this stuff because it depends on what you're trying to do. Okay? So don't come at me. I know what I'm doing. Alrighty. Let's rock and roll here. We're sitting pretty good. Let's get another bean going. We're good otherwise. It's got to keep an eye on the desk up there because all I really want are grabbers at this point. Yeah, all I really want are grabbers. Let's check to see. Oh, we got a corner grabber, which is excellent, and we got a conveyor mixer. So that's not ideal. Ideally, that's not what I want. I think I'm going to take the coffee table because you are close to the end of the day, and you can use this one just to refill these pots, by the way. There you go. We're not going to need another one, so we can just do that. Toast and bean for you, buddy. And we need an egg here. Oh, I'm going to call too. Because you are at the end. See, I don't have a lot of patience sometimes when it comes to the desk. Because it's like, you know, we're getting down there. I want to just get something. And look at that. We have 1 slice of bread left. 1 slice of toast. It's just perfect. And they want just that. Perfect. Great. So we have the conveyor mixer. Which you may say, oh, that's so awesome. No, it's not. It's not. For this, it's not awesome. For pies, yeah, for sure it is. Actually, if we have another safety hob, then a conveyor mixer would be good. Well, it'd be okay. But we don't want a conveyor mixer unless for some reason we get lucky here. No, we'll take the. So we got to put that right there. Oh, put this here then. So this we're obviously going to buy. Because the reason why I want to buy that, now how do we want to set this up? Do you want to set up where we have an egg going right onto this, right to here? I don't know, because then there's always going to be an egg there. And I don't think eggs aren't our problem right now. So I think the for now, I want to I still like the re-rolling, even though we're not making hardly any money. I still, oh, you know what though? See, the issue with the hob, right, is that, well, if we end up getting a heated mixer, which I don't know, I don't remember the order, because it goes conveyor, heated, rapid. I don't know the order, because if we get a heated mixer tomorrow, then we're not going to need this. But if we don't, then we're going to have a rapid mixer, which is going to be kind of pointless. So let's just, you know what? I'm spending a lot of cash here, but you know what? We're rolling it here. So that was kind of a waste. That was a waste. We could do an auto plater, I guess. I mean, we'll just put something in here. It doesn't matter if it's upgraded. All right. So what we can do as far as this goes, we can rearrange this a little bit better as well. Is we'll put this like this, put this like this, put this here, and again, the corner grabber doesn't really matter at this point. There we go. Put this back to here, this back to here. Perfect. Because now what it means is we'll have at least 2-3 slices of toast ready to go at all times, which is perfect for us. Now we got our last card at the end of today, so you got to keep on your toes. You still only have 9 groups, so it's all good. Get that going. We're still going to keep doing things the same way I kind of been doing it before. This is fine doing it like that, honestly. Put that there, put that there. Yeah, we definitely need to get the eggs going. This is going to finish, and I'll just push out when it's finished anyway. I want to do my research now because I'm curious what we're going to get, because I don't remember the order. I'd love it to be a heated mixer. That would really be great. Oh, it's not a heated mixer, rapid mixer. That's okay. That's okay, baby. Just means we got to wait one more day to get auto eggs, which is fine, because this is just being a pain. This is a pain in the butt. That is for sure. All right, we went down here. Take this off, of course. As far as another... Yeah, I'm not gonna get another coffee table. Not for this run. We don't need it. We gotta get our eggs going. Yeah, having auto eggs, which we'll have it. We'll have auto eggs at the end of tomorrow, right? So it's not like we're not gonna have them. It's just we don't have them yet. We'll get them eventually, and then we'll be rolling pretty good then. All right. What does this guy want? Plain toast. I love the plain toast. Uh-oh, that guy, that's not right. So when you mess up like that, you gotta try to work quickly, because I have 14 seconds left. That is not good. Ooh, look at that. Baby, baby, baby. Jeez Louise. See, this is what I was talking about, man. You gotta be careful, because you can screw yourself like that. That's what I was saying way on earlier, is you gotta give them the right stuff, or they end up, well, you saw what happened there. Now, granted, if we would have had the plant in a different location, maybe it would have been better. I always still like getting the single orders out first, because well, I just like it better. And this guy wants a full boat down here, so we can just slap that. Boom, boom, perfect, perfect. Now, you did see a research desk, right, on the blueprint desk. Again, we still got another one here. I'm just gonna roll. I'm rolling with this. Because remember, it's just their thinking patience, their bell patience down the bottom there. So it's not like we're hurting at all for time. We're perfectly fine on time. Because these single orders that keep coming in are really inviting. Oh, we're out of beans up top, which is fine. Can't wait till we have, because the auto, I can't wait till we have auto eggs, by the way. Just saying, can't wait for that. We're going to need another pot of beaners, so let's get that rolling. And we're going to need more bread, too, unfortunately. Let's put this here for now, put this here, cook it up, cook it up, cook it up, cook it up. We're at the end of the day, so I kind of lost out there a little bit. See, it's chicken down, but that's why I like this mod, because it still gives you it still gives you a lot of time. I'm still going to get that top group out first. Kind of feel bad for them a little bit, but not really. Because look, you hit it, boom, resets it. Oh, they only wanted plain toast. Oh, sorry guys, I kind of feel bad now. All good. All good, baby. We're rolling along pretty good here. We're doing great. All right, we get another card. Last card of the run. Make it something good. See, patience is interesting. We can't do extras right now. I can't do that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. This is just nothing. So a lot of nothing. So this we got to upgrade again. So that's the thing. We'll be able to use this for 2 days, which is fine. I mean, I don't know. I guess a hob. It doesn't really matter. I mean, because we're getting towards the end of the run, maybe we'll luck out and get a grabber or something. Let's just call. We have plenty of money for what we need. Wow. Could we get the trainers? We probably could. Well, we just did. So it doesn't matter if we could. We did. Expanded bins are fine. I mean, let me just put this in here. It doesn't. No, I want something that doesn't upgrade these. Breadsticks again. So we're fine here, guys. Perfectly fine. Because remember, we're just looking to franchise the run. 10 groups, let's bang it out. Put my trainers on. Let's get that cooking for once. It cooks so quickly. This is good though, because guess what? It's our last day of having to mess with freaking eggs like this. Here we go. Slap that up here. Crank that up, baby. Cook this up. All right, let's do a research because I know we're gonna get. So let's just do it anyway. Been a long time coming, honestly, but it's all right. All good. Okay, this is actually gonna sit here. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We want the whole shebang are here. Oh no, these guys don't want the whole shebang. Oh, I gotta cook the eggs first. That's a problem. Why didn't I cook the eggs? So blueprint cabinets are great. I don't think we need a blueprint cabinet yet. If anything, I'd wait for more grabbers, of course, because that's kind of what we need more, in my opinion. IMO, in my opinion, or in my option, if you will. Yeah. Oh, one thing I totally forgot about is that, ooh, we can't use our trainers. Because the sink water splotches, I totally forgot about that, didn't I? See, there it goes. So we gotta take these off because these are doing bupkis for us. It's actually worse. See, you live and learn. But again, it's all good, right? It's all good. Now, if you have a dishwasher, guess what? No big deal then. But we don't have a dishwasher. This one wants the full Monty. This one wants just a plain Tizos. We're gonna get a little bit of this action going. Now, microwaves are great too, but you don't really need a microwave for literally everything. You don't. I'm going to cook this up, cook this loaf up, pick this up here, plenty of time, plenty of time, plenty of time. Remember, the longer it takes to cook, the longer it takes to burn, so don't even worry about that. And that doesn't burn at all, so, alright, rock and roll, baby. Okay. There we go. So what I'm actually going to do with this one is I'm going to top this one up, and I'm going to top this up, because now we're topped up. We shouldn't need more beans. Alright, we got a one banger at the bottom. Perfectly perfect. Take that one off. What do we got up here? Plain Janer. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Cook the egg up. Yeah. We're going to have auto eggs today, baby. Or at the end of today, which is going to be great. So hindsight, right? You think about this like, okay, well, what's best? How should I have done this? Should I have done it better? Any better? Would it be any better? If you have a coffee table there, don't really need a coffee table. All good. So you could use trainers here just to show you guys. You could use trainers and then take them off when you collect dishes. That one with an egg, and then this one just with the beaner. Beaner up, boom, boom. We're not going to need more beans. Let's do our last ring-a-ding. Yeah, we're not going to need any more, so we're all good. Last customer, last group, I think. They want a full boat, full Monty Crusco. So you're going to see after today just how much easier this gets. We don't have to deal with the stinking eggs. Now, we are going to lose a grabber, so we're not going to have this type of setup here, but that's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. Perfect. All right, guys, we're rolling, baby. Let's rock and roll. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a good drop. I doubt it. I'm not going to look at the drops yet. We're going to grab our mixer. Heated mixer all day. Heated mixer is going to sit right here. This is going to go, maybe we'll just use the straight one. Perfect. And then this we obviously have to put back the way we had it, unfortunately, but that's okay. And that's actually great. We can do it just like that. And we'll just have to turn this one, which is fine as well. Maybe we'll, oh, look at that luck out. Look at that, baby. That'd be great. That's perfect for us. Perfectly perfect for us. Again, we're really spending a lot of money here, re-rolling, but it doesn't matter. It's all good, baby. All good, because we bought what we need to buy. Maybe we'll get a grabber out of this. Maybe we'll get lucky. Oh, mixer. All good. Okay. So first things we got to do, we got to go into your practice mode like this. Boom, boom. And you go like that. Look at that. Look at the auto eggs. Look at the auto eggs. Now, it does take a bit of time. But guess what? You don't got to touch them. You don't got to touch the stinking eggs. Good, 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 good. Gotcha. So, because of this, we have 2 days left. Let's just bang it out, guys. Bang it out. Get that cooking up here. And I left the whatchamacallit. I think I'm gonna use my trainers a little bit. Oh, I shouldn't put anything else in here, but that's okay. That shouldn't burn. Should be fine. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Perfect, guys. Alright, so yeah, I definitely gotta take the trainers off because they're screwing me already. It's all good, man. You live and learn, baby. Look at those eggs. Look at those eggs. Eggs smart all day for us. Look at that one. That one's cooked. This is a plain Janer. Boom, boom. Done. Always move these off. Perfect. Perfectly, perfectly, perfect. Boom. Always got one in the coffer. That's the right word. In your kitty, if you will. Single group coming in. Perfect. Perfect of that. Auto, everything. Oop, we gotta take it off. Everything's auto for us right now. Beans aren't auto. You know. Yous already know. Let's pot a bean up. Let's bean it up again. Why not? We got another grabber cooking in here. Got the eggs cooking in here. Everything's cooking. Look at that. Boom, boom. Grab the egg. Look at that. Look at that. Grabber again. Well, conveyor belt. Let's call. We're calling. We're confident today. We're confident, baby. Again, you're looking to franchise. You know, we spent a lot of cash. Spent a lot of money. But so what? So what? We spent a lot of cash. But it's no big deal, right? No big deal at all. Alright, we got up here. We got here. Plain with an egg and a beaner up. And we got here. Come on, slippy slap, boom, boom. Perfect. Now, if there's anything I would have done differently, potentially, is I would have bought that prep station early on. I think it probably would have been a good idea. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Boom, boom. Put that here. Always keep it moving. ACM. Always keep it moving. Coffee tables. Got tons of coffee tables. We're rocking and rolling here, guys. We're rocking it here. I want to call the rest just to get a little bit of oomph going. Let's call the rest. We should have 2 more rings. Boom. What do we want? Look at that. Boom, boom. Don't you just love it? Don't you love this action? Oh, we're out of bread. Look at that action. Yeah, there you go. So the only thing that you could advance on with this is to kind of have auto bread going, which you need another safety hob or just something else. But it's all good. All good. 4 customers. Perfect. Can't get much better than this, in my opinion. So the only thing, as you continue on through this run, right? The way I'd want to, you know, what you'd want to do, right, is you might actually need more beans. And I'm looking at it. Is you want to get a prep station to have this, and you want to have a prep station for this. That's kind of like once you get to that stage, you're kind of mint. You're mint right there. Look at that. You got a little bit of everything. Toast it up. Done. Done. And let's wait for this to cook through. Perfect. Got the beaner up. Boom, boom. Done, baby. We got one more day. One more day. So you see kind of how I'm doing it here. Could you organize things better? Yeah. Could we have bought things better early on? But yeah, it's called hindsight, though. Look how much money we made. It's all called hindsight because we didn't know what we were going to get. We had no idea. Look at that conveyor belt, baby. So here, definitely, we're going to go back to the way we had this before. Is we're going to do that, and then we're going to have this go here. And then this is going to be straight now, and then we're going to put this back here. That way we have more easier. As far as on the desk, what are we going to buy? Nothing. Let's just re-roll one more time because this is the last day. Last day, baby. Let's put the trainers in here. Doesn't matter. All good. All right. Cool. Now, if you want to use trainers, you want to make sure you get yourself a dishwasher, right? Okay, 12 groups. This can just be turned down. All good. Perfectly, perfectly, perfect. Perfect, guys. Perfect, guys. Perfect, guys. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Put that up in here. Slippy slap that on there. See, there's another mixer, of course. Use already know. Let's cook some beans are up. All about getting prep. All about prepping for the day. That's all we're doing here, man. Prep. Get another one of these prep. More portioners. Don't need more portioners. Add my face with that. Get the eggs going. Yeah, prep stations would be nice, of course. It would be sweet. What we're going to do is we're going to do this. This is where you can almost have a conveyor belt of bread going, you know? Oop. Except I can't keep that there. Alright. Conveyor belt of, whatchamacallit, isn't the best. Isn't the best thing. That's okay, though. What we got here? We got toast. Beans up. Whoop. Slap that. Plain toast. Yeah, you want to have the toast rocking and rolling here too, guys. You want to keep it rolling. Alright, buckets here. We got this. A little bit of this action. Done. Sweet. This one with an egg. This done. Plain Jane done. Rocking and rocking and rocking. Alright, take this one out. Swap that for this one. Put this one back in the little holder. Boom, cook it up. Cook it. Because we're going through beans for show. For show. Take this bean, whoop, yeah, put this bean up here. Put that there. Take this, what do we want? A little bit of everything. Slap this, slap that, because you can cut it. You can cut the breadcrumbs, but not for what we're doing, of course. What'd I mess up here? Oh, I put it in the wrong slot. Rolling, guys, we're rolling it right now. This would be a good run, honestly. We're set up pretty good to go pretty far into overtime with this setup. Based on the cards you get, of course. That's always the deciding factor, you know what I mean? Done with that one. Another biz in. Don't need bins. Bins are garbage right now. Because you don't need bins. Unless you need a bin, you don't need a bin. Right, baby? We're rolling. We're going to need more bread, though, so what we can do down here, we got a good setup going right now. Put this here. Put this here. Got to tap it now. Obviously, you want to do your research, too. Do your research. Get it done. Another grabber, which we won't be using, but I'd put it... Next grabber I'd put it right after this. So we'd have more eggs lined up, you know? And this just has to sit in here for now. All right, let's just get everybody going. This one wants this, this, and this. I like to put things in like that too, right? That one, egg up, done. This one, done. With egg up again, boom, done. Look at that, slick. Let's get a ring in. Let's get our last ring in. Oh, we just missed it. Just missed the ring-a-ding-a-ling. All good. Slap that one, done. Look at this. This one's done already. Grab it, done. What do you want? Are we gonna have enough? Are we gonna have enough? I don't think so. We might have enough beans. Come on. Alright. Almost done, guys. 2 groups. Oh, 1 customer. So we do have enough beans. No matter what they want, we got 1 of everything. Look at that. 1 of everything. Alright. Let's burn this. Let's burn this to the ground. It won't actually catch on fire, though. It just burns. Alright, look at that. Oh my gosh. Hey, happy franchise. See, guys? This is how easy it goes. Could we have done better? Of course, but you know what? Rock and rolling. If you do the way I did it, cuddle map, rock and roll. Happy friends. Let's check out what card we get. So here, if we'd be going on, shop blueprints at 25% to be upgraded. That's really good, honestly. The reincarnation. That means, but the only problem there is you have to bring in a heart from the workshop or your garage, if you will. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything. It just means you bring in the heart. It means if you fail, you actually go right back, and well, you don't actually fail. It starts it resets the patience meters, and you're good to go. But for this, to me, shop blueprints at 25% to be upgraded. That's right off the bat, no brainer. There you go, guys. Let's decorate a little bit more before we call the day here. Let's put the nice little flooring in here, a little action here. Put a little bit of this going in the dining room. Perfect. Actually, kind of like that and that there, like that. Perfect. Put a little bit of this action here. Maybe some nice wood. Ooh, I like the nice wood. Some nice wood in the dining room. A little wood around that. That's in the background. And if we'd buy anything else, wouldn't buy anything else. But you know what, guys? That's it. Let's wrap it up here. Let's have a franchise breakfast. We took some extra carbs. We got the eggs. We got the beans. We have some other... Yes, let's go to our carbs real quick. Let's just look at them. Breakfast. Remember, that's plus 15%, right? I'm pretty sure. Health and safety, no issue at all. Affordable. Didn't really use it, but it's helpful later on for sure. Breakfast eggs, minus 15%. No-brainer. Beans is almost a double no-brainer. It's even simpler than eggs. And high expectations, which is perfectly fine. We only that one little snafu. Good to go here, guys. Let's wrap it up. Thank you for joining me. This is how you franchise breakfast. Catch you guys in the next one. But you know what? Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that bell notification icon, and boom, we're going to be coming right back. Some more with some of these one-shots, kind of how to franchise with breakfast. How to franchise. What are we going to do next? Fish? Pies? I don't know, but stay tuned. And I'll catch you guys next time.